beautiful people. I wanted to do something different, which I really don't do. Where are my notes? Okay, I want to do something different that I really don't do. I kind of, sort of, kind of want to start teaching on here. Yeah. So again, if you are new here, hi, my name is B. If you're accustomed to my channel, hey, come in, settle down, gather around. We're doing something a little different today. So today is Jupiter Day, and I definitely wanted to capitalize and make a my manifestation tips and advice. As someone who likes to manifest, and I am a master manifester, not to toot my own horn, I did just want to give the girls a little something, something, something on what my favorite tips are. It's so mainstream now, right? Spirituality is so mainstream now. Everybody's like, manifest, manifest, manifest the life that you want, manifest the life that you deserve, manifest the life that you dream. And that's all cool and fine and dandy and stuff, but I feel like it's so much more complex than just manifest, right? So I do want to get into the nitty gritty of a couple of things that I've learned as a master manifester, and some things that are very important and key things to me. Okay. I do have a couple of things. I wrote down 4 big points, and of course, I want to start making this a series on my channel. So if I like think of anything else, of course, I'll just make another video. So make sure you subscribe. Okay, click the subscribe button. Turn the notification bell on if you have to. I do tarot. I do all of the fun ting of the tings. I might even start doing astrology stuff on here too. But anyway, let's just go ahead and jump into what we came here to do, okay? Because in my Lola Brook voice, we doing the things that we like to do, okay? The 4 bullet points that I wrote down was alignment, releasing, giving to get, which could be the same thing, but not exactly. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. And I want to wrap this up with some of my favorite manifesting tips and manifesting methods, okay? I want to start with releasing because I feel like that's a big part of it. And excuse me if I burp. I did just eat. I got my sparkling water or whatever. So with releasing, I want that to be the first thing. A lot of the times, again, they tell you manifest, 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 right? B. Simone had that whole book about manifest your life. You know what I mean? Spirituality has become so mainstream now to where everybody learns spiritual words and just start regurgitating, right? Don't really know what it means. Don't really hold no weight for real. They just regurgitate shit they heard from somebody else on Twitter or somebody on TikTok or somebody on Instagram or whatever, right? So I do want to start with, it's totally okay with asking for things, right, via manifestation, but what are you willing to release? That's thing number one, right? The way I like to think about it and the way I like to put it for a lot of my clients and my people is like, let's think about it like clothes, right? We're in the middle of winter right now. Some states are snowing. It literally been raining all day, right? It's so cold. So when with stuff like that, when you think about, like, again, the winter clothes, right? When summer roll around, typically most people do away with their winter clothes. They either throw them away, give them away, lend them as hand-me-downs, or something like that, right? But it's very rare, or at least you're not supposed to, keep all of the winter clothes and then pack your summer clothes on top of the winter clothes. Because then when the fall and the winter roll back around, what are you doing with your clothes? Right? How are we making room for what it is that we want? And that is a big, important part of manifesting, right? Everybody wants some money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants some money. Oh God, send me, I just want to, God, let me hit the lottery, right? But what are you releasing to make room and make way for the influx of money that you want, or for the influx of money that you're asking for, right? If you watch my channel and you tuned into my channel, you know I like to make everything a little interpersonal because I like to feel like I'm bringing y'all in with me. So like for me, right, for a long time I wanted money, right? And that's still kind of a thing, especially coming from a family of poverty. Wanting money, or either a low income family, poverty, regardless, right? If you not a silver spoon child, more than likely you want money, right? But the thing with that boils down to, if you're not good with your finances, then how do you think you're going to get any money, You know what I mean? If you don't know how to budget and manage $200, how do you think God gonna bless you with 2 million? God, El, Yahweh, Erishas, whoever you pray to, right? How do you feel like you're gonna get that? But how are we making room for it, right? Maybe you want a new job. You know what I mean? And you like, well, God, I'm just so tired of this job, God. Please, I'm manifesting a new job, right? But what's your escape plan for the current job? You know what I mean? So many times we want stuff, but we don't even have an escape route. You scared to quit your current job while still asking God to see you another job. So, would you want to work 2 jobs? Typically, the answer is no, right? God, I don't want to work 2 jobs. I'm tired of the job I got. I just want a new one job, right? I don't want to work this job and another job. I'm sick of these people here. My manager get on my nerve. My supervisor get on my nerve. My coworkers is getting on my nerves. But then you haven't made an escape route. Now, does that mean wake up and quit your job tomorrow? No. Now, for some of us, if you like me, all right, you might just be like, fuck this damn job. I know I'm going to get another one, so I'm not worried about it, right? I'll put my 2 weeks in right now, B. You said go ahead and put my 2 weeks in, right? But sometimes you at least just need to have an escape route, right? If you know you sick of this job, give yourself, I'm going to stay here for 4 more months. And I'm manifesting a job, manifesting a job, manifesting a job. But in 4 months, I'm on up out of here now. I'm not going to be here too much longer. I'm making an escape route. Why? Because you have to clear out some energy. Make room, make way. Right? You want a new man. You manifested a new man, but you still sucking and fucking and touching on the old man. You have to actually clear out some things, right? And I feel like that's what a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to manifesting. They tell you to manifest, but they on the back end, they don't tell you you got to release some stuff to manifest some stuff. You got to get out of some things to come into some things. You know what I mean? Like toys. Like imagine if you had all of the toys you ever had ever in life. Imagine if you had all of the clothes or the shoes that you ever had ever in life. You wouldn't have no room for nothing else. But you have to create room. You have to give some stuff away, throw some stuff away. Right? You have to release some friends to come into some new friends. You got to release love to come into some new love. You got to release the job to come into a new job. Sometimes it's not always physically releasing, but what mindsets are we releasing, right? If you trying to manifest new love, but then you keep holding on to this all men ain't shit mentality, all women ain't shit mentality, because it's not even just the women. The men do it too. Oh God, I want a woman that just, you know what I'm saying? But then you carry this mentality of all women are hoes or all women can't be trusted. That's a mindset that needs to be released. And that kind of ties into the enlightenment. We're going to segue into that in a minute. Right? But what mindsets are we releasing? If you want money, you can't keep no, I'm going to spend it and make it back mentality. And as a generation, because I'm a 97 baby, I'm born in 97. In our generation, we have that very, very bad. Pluto and Sagittarius generation, we have that very bad. Oh, I'm going to just go ahead. I know I'm going to make it back. I'm going to make it right on back. Because I work hard. I got, you know what I'm saying? We get to count up paychecks. What's the day? You know what I'm saying? Calendar and shit. What's the day? The second, okay, well, I know I get another check on the 10th. I can spend that. I ain't even got to, it's the first of the month. I done paid all my important bills. Right? I can go ahead and spend the rest of this little 100, a little 200 and some, and I'm going to make it right on back on the 10th. That's not a mindset that is fitting for millionaires and billionaires. Now, if you're okay with the little motion you have, then shit, do your thing, right? But if we trying to build generational wealth, we trying to build empires and castles and get rich so our kids won't even have to work. They could just go to school off of, you know what I'm saying, the savings and the inheritance that we have. You're not doing that with no, I'm going to spend it and make it back. No. Because while real millionaires invest, budget, save, they cut out from what they don't need. Yeah, you might want to spend $300 on a new wig, but ain't nothing wrong with that old wig you got. Wash it off, refurbish it, make it look good, save that money. Put it back. Right? But it's a mindset thing. So sometimes the releasing ain't even physical. Maybe you look watching this and you like, B, I'm manifesting a new job, but I don't even have a job right now. I don't have a job to have to quit. But what mindset, right? Are you filling out these job applications and you like, well, ain't nobody gonna call me back. You filling out apartment leases and you like, well, ain't nobody gonna, it's not gonna happen for me, because it's a mindset thing. But you have to release something to get what it is that you're asking for. I hope I'm making perfect sense to y'all. You have to, it's an energetic exchange, and we'll get to that when we get to giving to get, okay? Because there's more than one energetic exchange that's needed. But in the human existence, you have to give something to get something. Whether it be actually clearing out some stuff. Sometimes what we need is, sometimes it can be as simple as cleaning our room. I promise you. Sometimes it can be as simple as cleaning your room. Clean that closet out. Clean that basement out. Clean that attic out. Get rid of some stuff. Declutter some stuff. Make some room for some new stuff, for some new ideas, for some new clients, for some new business. If you haven't, you know what I'm saying, you manifested new clients on your business, but then you ain't even got the old orders out. Get the old orders out first. Clear away the old friends first. You know, you hanging out with a bunch of gossipy ass, nothing hating ass, backhanded comment ass niggas, ass bitches, ass friends. But you keep them around. Why? Because they've been around, right? We've been friends since 3rd grade. Okay, but you outgrew them by 8th grade, and you just been keeping them around. Now you like, well, God, send me some more friends who kind of more so on my level, because I don't want to hang around these friends that's just gossiping no more. Okay, well then how are we doing that? How are we doing that? How are we getting rid of the friends that we have so we can make room for what we need? Right? Maybe you scared. I know that's a lot of things I see with my clients too. You manifest new love. Oh, God, I want new love. Sometimes we manifest that the man get their stuff together, right? Oh, I'm manifesting that my husband finally, eventually, one day, hopefully, probably, maybe get it together. But then you scared to actually put some distance between y'all, because what if they just go find somebody else? What else? What if? But standing too close to it don't get you what you want. For as long as y'all goddamn hip to hip with each other, that's not gonna help him change. But sometimes we fear the same exact thing we manifested, right? Just like going back to the job. You praying for a new job, but you scared to step out on faith and go ahead and quit the job that you hate right now today. Some of y'all gonna be watching this and it's like, damn, I'm watching this on my way to work. I really don't even want to go in here. B is very right. Actually, I could quit right now. What's stopping you? Because of the fear of not having any. But what if I quit right now, and then what if I don't get a job? Or what I'm gonna do about money? Or what if I don't get a job in time? What if you do? What if you step out on faith and you step out on God and everything work out 20 times faster than you could have ever even imagined? What if you quit your job today and win the lotto by the night? You know, just saying. So don't let fear hold y'all back either. Sometimes y'all be scared to release things because of the fear. I'm scared to break up with this man because what if I never find another man? I'm scared to stop fucking with my friends because what if I never find any more friends that make me feel comfortable like how they do? Yeah, they might make you feel comfortable, but they also talk shit about you to your face. How about that? Not even, because bitches is getting bold. It's 2023. They talk shit about you to your face, and you just kiki ha ha ha, laugh it off. Why? Because sometimes they make you feel comfortable, but they insult you. But they speak to you like a child. But they speak to you like you silly. You scared to quit that job because what if you don't get another job? But then your job work you like a dog. They don't even ask you how you feeling today. You already came in an hour early. Not tomorrow they're gonna ask you, can you stay an hour late? But then when you ask them for a raise, they're gonna get to acting like, I'm sorry, speaking to my good ear. I didn't hear what you said. Sometimes we be scared to release stuff because we don't know what's on the other side of releasing it. But staying in it also stunts and blocks a lot of what it is that you're manifesting. Let's go ahead and segue into my second bullet point, which was alignment. Going back to releasing that mindset. A lot of times we ask for stuff and we got to make sure we're in alignment with it. How many times have you prayed for something and asked for something and you wasn't even in alignment with it? This can go either way. It can go praying and asking for something and you getting something, but it's not in alignment with you. This can also look like praying and manifesting and getting something, but you wasn't even ready for what you asked for. So being in alignment with manifestations is something that's very, very important too. That a lot of people don't talk about. Okay, I was just talking to my mother the other day. I wanted to work at the previous job I was at so bad. Oh God, I soft core forced it just for me to start working there. And I realized that the environment is not in alignment with me. The people that work here are not in alignment with me. I hated everything about it. I ain't never worked at a place, and the only thing that was nice about the place were the customers. I didn't like my manager. She was lackluster. She was mediocre. She wasn't hitting on shit. That was probably the worst store manager I've ever had in my life. That was the worst job I had ever worked at. But see, I had wanted to work there so bad. I just wanted the extra money so bad. Manifested, called, manifested, called again, would call and then manifest. I started working there, hated it. Nothing about that store, nothing about the people that worked there, the store manager, nothing about any of that was in alignment with me, my morals, my values. Let me give you an example of the opposite side of the spectrum. My divine masculine told me when we first met that he manifested me. I'll never forget that. Took me a minute to realize I think we manifested each other, right? But the only difference is he wasn't ready for me, which his family tried to warn him about. You don't do that cause see that's a grown woman right there. That's a grown woman right there. She not gonna play with you. You gonna have to get correct, stay correct. He thinking, oh, okay, because I need somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody that can, you know what I'm saying, that's on that shit, that's gonna kind of inspire me to get on that shit. But see, what he didn't know was he manifested me and wasn't even in alignment with me. You know what I mean? Because when dating, you have to be ready to check yourself, check the ego at the door. You have to work through your own feelings. You got to work through your own fears. You got to really be able to look at yourself, especially in a twin flame dynamic, right? For the girls that get it. Because the twin flame dynamic is 100% about stripping away all that you think that you are and really looking at yourself. They're going to reflect the raw and the realness back to you, right? But he was so happy that he manifested me that he didn't realize until now. I won't say it's too late, but it's too late. Now he really realizing and really having to sit in, damn, wait a minute. I fumbled that. I manifested somebody that I knew I could make my wife, but I fumbled it. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to actually grow up. I wasn't ready to actually deal with my emotions and emotionally mature, and to stop appeasing my family, right? So it's a mindset thing. That's why I said, listen, you can ask for $1 million, manifest. Oh, every day I get up, I manifest $1 million. That's all great, fine and dandy. But if you don't have $1 million mindset, you're fucked. Even if you do get $1 million, you're gonna fumble all of that money in a day. Why? Because you still got I'm gonna make it right back mindset. You get $1 million, you don't even start no business. Just like the PPP loan. Everybody got them PPP loans. I can count on one hand how many people I know that got the PPP loan that actually started a business. It's so many other people around here that ain't never even started no business. Baby, they got all that money and fucked it off in a matter of 6 to 8 months. They got all type of cars and designer and all of that shit. And it look cute for the moment. But there's no longevity in that. There's somebody I watch on Instagram now. Love her content. I think she's a funny person. I love it. I love watching her lives. She's a social media person, right? But it's like, baby, you got all this Dior and Chanel and designer and this and that and that and this. But that's not gonna last you in 4-5 years from now. That's not really generating no generational wealth. Not nothing you can pass down to your. I mean, yeah, you can pass down Dior shoes to your kids, but is that gonna put them through college? And yeah, you can sell all of that shit, but then now you ain't got no Dior or no Chanel because you got to sell it to actually get the money for what it is you really need. It's about the mindset. You know what I'm saying? You can try to attract a partner all you want to, but if you still carrying around an unhealed mindset, if you still carrying around, I'm scared to set some boundaries because what if I set boundaries with people and they leave? You can attract the man. You surely will. You surely will. You'll attract a partner. You will. Yep. You surely will. But you're not gonna keep them, right? And just like on the flip side of that coin, you can manifest, manifest, manifest. Oh God, send me a friend that just friend. I just want a friend. You can get the friend, but then you realize, yeah, they got all of the attributes that you like, but you're not in alignment. Y'all not in alignment with each other. Oh God, send me a friend that we can laugh and we can play, and they got some money and we talk and they just make me feel seen and home. My soulmate friend. Okay. But then y'all still not in alignment. They talk to you real ugly and shit. It's like, why are you talking to me like that? You know what I mean? Why are you talking to me like that? I don't understand. Y'all not in alignment. You over here trying to goddamn achieve self betterment. All they want to do is fuck niggas, fuck bitches, chase after pussy, dick, club every weekend. You gonna quickly realize, okay, hold on. We in alignment but with some stuff, but we not in alignment with everything, right? Yeah, we can kiki and we can chat and they talk with me and they're so funny and they're so lively and you know they remind me a lot of who I used to be in high school, but then you quickly remember I'm not in fucking high school no more. I graduated high school about 5, 6 years ago, right? God send me a man that listens and oh he just listens to me, but then he don't articulate his goddamn self. But now you like, well, because I manifested him, so this must be my person. No, you manifested somebody, but see, you manifested somebody that's not even in alignment with you. They listen, they just don't talk, right? They talk, they just don't listen. They good in the bed, they just not good with heart matters. They good with heart matters, but they not good with finances, huh? And again, sometimes you get a man with all of that. You get a partner with all of that. You get a job with all of that. That respect you, love you. They don't even need you to stay late because everybody on the job come in at the time they're supposed to be there. You manifest a friend who is everything that you ask for. She ain't codependent, she ain't this, she ain't that, but sometimes you aren't in alignment with what it is you ask for. Now you checking your friend like, well, damn, this bitch don't never got no time for me. Well, yeah, you wanted somebody who was on their shit, they on their shit. It's just now showing you how you haven't been on your shit because you were supposed to be on your shit. So the mindset is what brings you in alignment. That's why I say releasing is one thing. Sometimes you got to give out some physical shit. If you want a new car, get an old car away. Stop trying to put money into salvaging that old car. You keep manifesting a new car, right? But then every couple of weeks, when your brakes fuck up, when your transmission, alternator, all that shit get the fucking up router, modem, you still putting so much money into that instead of saying, let me take this to the junkyard, save the money that I'm putting into it, because you putting about $1,000 into that car that you don't even want, and you manifesting a new car. Why? Because you scared to give the old car away. Well, what if I don't find a new car in time? Uber. If you don't like that, I mean, a lot of people do a lot of stuff they don't like to do, but it's about sacrificing for what you manifested as well. Follow me now. Follow me now. Follow me. Right? So how are we also aligning that with our mindset? Let's use the car example. Maybe you will be, I'm scared to give my car away because bitch, what if I don't get no transportation? But how are you aligning your mindset with what it is you're trying to manifest? God, it might not look like I ain't got no transportation right now, but I know when I get this car away, God, I know you got me. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know what it's gonna look like when it get here, but I know you gonna bless me with a car and a transportation to be able to get around. That's how you align that mindset. So alignment is gonna be really, really, really big. Okay. As of recently, I even had to check myself because I like to manifest new clients and shit. But then in the same breath, I'll talk about how tired I am of doing tarot. And it's, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like my spiritual team be checking me. Well, girl, if you're tired of doing tarot, why are you still manifesting to try to get back to 10 clients a day. Because when I first started tarot, I was at a good 10 clients a day. I used to have to book all my clients and then move them to the next day because I had so many clients. Things have slowed all the way down now. I get a good 3 a day on a good day. Right? Thank God I love my people. My people always keep me paid and they gon' book. But you see the difference? But see, I done took myself out of alignment with what it is I'm manifesting. I'm sitting here telling her every time I get one and I kind of get strung out with tarot, or one of the clients kind of irritate me because it's like, okay, you being hard-headed. Okay, I done already told you what to do. Now you coming back and you re-asking me what to do, and I done already told you what to do the first time. You just kind of fishing for another answer, right? And that kind of make me be like, damn, I don't even want to do tarot no more, right? But then now my clients go whisking away. And then it's like, well, God, I wonder why I'm not doing 10 clients. Because you done took yourself out of alignment. You keep telling yourself you tired of doing tarot. If you tired of doing tarot, we not going to keep making you do it. We going to pull your clients back. Right? So it's about alignment. It's about how you're staying in alignment with what it is you asking to. If you manifesting $1 million, what mindset are you aligned with when it comes to your money? Maybe you come from a poverty mindset. Because like I said, with those of you who don't come from silver spoon families like myself, typically what we usually manifest is money. We don't really be too much fucked up about love and all that shit. Like, yeah, you might want love, right? But it's not number one. When you don't come from money, number one, typically what you about to manifest is trying to manifest some money. But what mindset do you have? Is it poverty mindset? Maybe you get all this money, but then you don't know how to be fluid in the energy exchange, huh? Because that's something else to talk about too. So I might have to bookmark that, write that down, so we can really get into the fluid exchange. Because a lot of people don't talk about that either. You can manifest money all day long, but if you get money and you hold on so tight to it, and you like, oh no, I'm not gonna spend on this, I'm not gonna spend on it, I'm gonna just hold on to what I have for dear life. Because if I don't hold on to it, God said be fluid. The attraction of money is like the law of attraction. It's fluid. You gotta give to get. So if you know you got some money, don't be out here trying to figure out how you gonna avoid paying your phone bill because you need that little extra 20 because you just scared to spend it. Pay your phone bill, right? And that fluid flow helps attract that back. Just like if you always get money and you always spending all the money you get, bitch, you just got $5 and it's already burning a hole in your pocket. You got to go get you a canned drink, some chips, some $5 just burning a hole. Balance, right? How is that a mindset that we working on? Lack mentality, we like to hold on to stuff, right? I had got so bad at one point to where I was always saving my food. I used to order some food, and because I always felt like I didn't have the money to like get groceries, or I always feared that I wouldn't have the money like tomorrow to order me something else to eat, I will always save it. I eat just a little bit today, and then I'll save the rest of it for tomorrow. Just in case if I didn't know what I was going to eat, if I didn't have anything to eat, it's like, okay, thank God I saved the rest of my tacos from yesterday. And I had to remind myself, like, girl, that's lack mentality. Eat all your food and trust that the divine will always give you what you need. Eat all your food right now today. Get good in food. Eat to where you're satisfied. And trust that even though you might not know how the money gonna come tomorrow, it's going to come. You see the difference? So it's stuff like that too. Oh God, rent coming up. Right? It's the 2nd of February. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay. Shout out to Bone Thugs, okay, coming through with this beautiful Black History Month. But even that is something like that. Don't be scared to pay your bills. Don't pay your bills in fear. And now you writing on the money ordering shit, and you like, okay, God, I'm spending my little 600 and something for my rent. You know what I'm saying? You just making up money. Okay, God, well look, cause I don't really really know how I'm gonna get this 600 back. I really don't even want to pay them. Right? I don't even want to give them no money. But how are you giving it in gratitude where you say, okay, you know what, here go this $600, God, I thank you so much for giving me this 600, and I know you're gonna bless me with another 600. I give it to them freely. I give my motherfucking rent office this money freely. I pay my phone bill freely. I order my groceries freely because God, I know you gonna send it back to me. Right? And again, and if you spend a lot of money, you need to be on the other side of the spectrum of that. Okay, but how are we aligning with what it is that we're asking for? It's very, 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 very important. Okay, because even if you do get it, it's about maintaining the manifestation. You know, going back to the example from earlier, be some own book, right? Manifest, manifest, manifest. Oh, how to manifest the life you want. Manifest the dream. Manifest. Right? Everybody want to manifest something. Everybody feel like you should manifest something, right? Because spirituality is so popular and mainstream now. But what happened if the girls that know, what happened to be some own book right after that? Plagiarism, right? Now she in the blogs and all of this shit. Now she like, oh, I wasn't aware. It was the team fault. It was the team. Fuck all that. Because how are you maintaining what it is you manifesting? How are you maintaining what it is you manifesting? Or are you just out here manifesting stuff? Right? That's why I said, even for me, I wanted to work at a job so bad. Hated it. Hated it. Hated everything about it. Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. I ain't never loathed a workplace so bad in my life. So bad. From the people there to the management staff to how they run stuff. I thought it was just me until someone who worked at a former place that I worked at was also working at the place I was working at currently too. And they was the one who was like, this store is so unorganized and so confused. This is probably the worst store I worked at. I said, so it's not just me? I thought I was just being overly judgmental and harsh. They said, no, it's not just you. Everything about this store confuses me. Everything is unorganized. It's like everything about this store is backwards. I said, okay, I'm happy to know it's not just me. Right? So those are going to be very big. Making sure that you are in alignment with what it is you're asking for. Because you might get it. But are you really ready for what you're getting? And be very, very, very sure when I ask you and when you ask yourself, is this something I really want? You can manifest being a millionaire, but millionaire come with a lot of fame and status. It's not too often you're going to be a millionaire and people don't know you unless you just like in a third world country or some shit, or you just don't have internet. You know what I'm saying? You a millionaire, but you just a millionaire with no social media. You know what I'm saying? If you're a millionaire, more than likely that come with a lot of fame. And if not fame, that come with a lot of people begging and asking for shit. Now you got 1,000 motherfuckers you ain't heard from in 20 plus years with their hand out. Like the Gross Sisters and shit from Proud Family and shit. Just. So you have to ask yourself, is this something I really want? If I want to be big like Beyonce and I want to be Kylie Jenner's best friend, is that really something I want? Am I ready for the fame? Am I ready for the life? Am I ready for that relationship? I want to be with this man so bad. You ever beg to be with me? God, please, God, please bring James back. James, Charles, John, God, please. I just really want to be with. And they come on back all right, but then you realize, I don't fucking want this person. They haven't changed. Actually, I begged for them back. I wanted them back so bad. Can't stand their motherfucking ass. Can't stand them. They don't listen. We moved in together. The nigga don't do no dishes. He be leaving the top off the toothpaste and shit. So be very, very, very careful, okay, with what it is that you're asking for. Be very careful and making sure that you're in alignment with what it is, okay? A manifestation tip for me that I've just started doing is when I manifest stuff, I tell God to give me his version of it, right? If I'm manifesting a partner, a child, I done manifested so many specific partners and friends, and God, I want an Aries friend that this, and I want a man that do this and do that and that and that. I done got to the point in my life now where I'm just like, well, God, just give me who you think is, give me who is in alignment with me, huh? God, I want a friend and I'm manifesting a friend, but I want the friend that you see fit for me, God. I don't even want to put no stimulations and stipulations on it. I want a partner, but I want a partner that you see is aligned for me. Send me a friend, God, but send me the friend that you know is aligned with me. I want a job, God, but send me a job that you know is in alignment with me and with what matters to me and with what is important to me. You know what I'm saying? It'll save you a lot of the hassle. I promise. Bullet point number 3, giving to get. Okay. And then we're going to move into some of my favorite manifesting tips. When I mean giving to get, is kind of the similar with releasing, but more on a spiritual realm. Okay. The way I think about it now, because I saw somebody put it like this, and I really just love how they put it. Spiritual work and manifesting is you asking God, your divine ancestors, your angels, your spiritual team of whomever you might pray to bring you something, to do something for you. For those of us, especially who are, who celebrating Black History Month, like how I'm celebrating it, right? Especially for, people of color, right? Whose loved ones and dead people have been enslaved and beaten, broke down, incarcerated, right? You have to give something to get something, or else it's just slavery. You know what I mean? Like, if you, like, as a Black woman, I can't just go to my ancestors and be like, bring me a man. I want a man so bad. I want a man like this and like that and like that and like this and like this and like that. Right? But then I can't even sit no water out for them to drink. I can't even sit a cigarette out. A cup of hot cocoa, a cup of coffee, a blunt, a shot of liquor. You know what I mean? At this point, you're just demanding. And if you are in tune with your ancestors, because again, not everybody who manifests necessarily are into ancestral veneration, and that's cool. You don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? But if you talking to God and you like, I don't really align with the ancestors and stuff, but I'm a Christian, I'm a Baptist, I talk to God about what I want. Okay, how often are you paying your tithes? We could just go back to old school. How many times you ask God, oh God, I don't know how I'm gonna get the money to make my rent. God, please give me the money to make my rent. You get to church and get to acting like, ooh, I got $5, but God gonna have to wait. Huh? I got $5, but God, you know what I'm saying? My mama used to do that shit all the time. She used to kill that shit. I got a little $5, but God understand I need this 5. No, but what you don't understand, what you don't understand is you wouldn't have that 5 without God. So please put it in the tithes offering. My mama take that $5 and go get a Mountain Dew and some goddamn Hershey's with almond and go home. Right? But it's like you not even giving back and giving offering to who you praying to. Even if you don't pray to nobody else and you like, I am a full-blood Christian, I read the Bible, I talk to God, that's it. I don't deal with no ancestors, I don't deal with no orishas, I don't talk to nobody else, that's cool. But how often are you giving at church? How much are you giving when you give? You got 50, but then you like, I'm gonna give God a little 5. You just got paid Friday. You don't got a little. You don't want to give that 50 to God. You don't want to give $50 to God. You don't want to give 20. How much is it? I think they said what 10% at the church. Is that what they said? I can't remember. I haven't been in a minute. But it's kind of giving that type of vibe. For those of you who do have ancestors, how often? What are you giving to them? And how often are you giving, or are you just asking for shit? You know what I mean? You can't just be out here asking for shit. You got to give to get something. And that's not only just in the physical. That's not only just with the mindset in the human experience, but in the spiritual experience. For them to actually do the goddamn footwork in the spiritual realm to bring you what you asked for. Okay, person watching said they wanted they needed $200. Person watching said they needed $200 because they was a little short on rent. And their office people said it's February the 2nd. They said they got until Monday. What are you giving to your people? For them to go do the footwork so they can give it to you? Or again, are you just doing spiritual enslavery? Where you're not giving them nothing and you're not really caring about giving to your ancestral team, but you just want them to give you stuff. Right? Oh, because I told my ancestors I wanted a new car. And okay, but then they've been asking you to pour them a nice cold glass of water and to give them a motherfucking cigarette for 6 months. And then you like, well, where's my car? Manifestation isn't real. No, but see, until you give them something, they not willing to give you shit. They're not about to be working hard for nothing. Why? Because this is not slavery. We done been through that already. Now, if you're not skin folk, then it might go a little different for you, right? But it's still just consider it. If you are Caucasian and you watching this, because I don't discriminate. I'm not just talking to my people. If you like, well, listen, my people ain't never had to go through that. But if you know that your grandpa used to dip snuff and had a goddamn rifle gun, how are you actually giving that back? Are you buying some dip snuff? If you like, well, because my grandma really used to like red wine. She used to always have a glass of red wine by the fireplace. How are you giving that back to them? My grandma ain't like red wine, but she used to like milk at night. She used to like a warm glass of milk and some chocolate chip cookies. She used to eat that with me every Sunday before she passed away. How are you still giving that to them just as a thank you? It's just to be courteous. It's courteous. It's generosity. It's decency. It's giving something to get something because you understand that they work so very hard for you in the astral, whether you can physically see it or not. My grandmother just passed away about last month. I feel like I can already kind of feel her working to help me with some stuff, right? But I know she like chocolate, hot chocolate. She told me that, but I think about a week after she passed away, because she just passed away about a month ago, 2 months ago. About a week after she passed away, I got a dream about some hot chocolate. I said, okay, you like hot chocolate. I know that that's something to start giving you. But if I'm out here asking my grandmama to bring me some money, and then I'm acting every time I get the money, I don't never give her no hot chocolate. It's like, so you want me to keep giving to you, but then you don't want to give to me. And again, this don't have to be ancestral. If you do like ancestral stuff and you don't have an altar, then that's another conversation for another day. Don't worry about that part. If you don't have an altar, then don't worry about that part. If you in a space where you like, I want to make an altar, but I can't make one, don't worry about that part. We can cover that part when we get to the goddamn ancestral, how to connect with your ancestors. Because I got something for that too. But I'm talking about specifically for those of you that have an altar and you do connect with your spiritual team, or if you don't do ancestral work and you just solely a patron of God, that's cool too. That's fine too. That's not an issue. But then how are you asking God for something? That's why I said it's the first of the month. You're going to be asking God to help you with their rent money. If you didn't just pay your rent, you're going to be asking God to help you bring that money back. But then when you get to church every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, you get to acting like you ain't even got no money. Tithes and offering, I ain't even you get to pay in your pockets and shit. I done left my goddamn wallet at home. And again, you don't have to give much. If you only got $50 in cash, you don't have to give the whole 50. But give what you know you can give, and give what your heart tell you to give. Okay? That be the gag. Give what you know you can give, and give what your heart tell you to give. You have to give something spiritually, even if you work with deities. Orishas. Now again, if you watching this and you know the Orishas, then you should already know. But if you new to this, each Orisha wants something different. I align with Ogun, and I specifically try to ask him, what is it that you would want from me? What is it that you would like from me as an offering, aside from fresh water? Now, from my taking, now again, I can't say that this is just for everybody, but for me, I know he tell me sausages. I like boiled eggs. I want some jalapenos because he be wanting to do some spicy sometime. I try to change his water out often. I try to change my ancestral water out often. I try to set some coffee out for him, some hot chocolate out for him, a Coke. If you into ancestral stuff, learn what they like, figure out who it is. Book with somebody who can tell you what's going on. I also offer ancestral readings. Can drop down below in the description box. I have all of my booking information, all of my other platforms there. We can get into who your ancestors are and what they like. Okay, but you're gonna have to do something, even if it's another deity. Simply, even if it's Mother Gaia, how are you sending out some fruit from Mother Gaia? Some water, right? These things are gonna be very significant as well. If you can do all of those, take heed to everything I just said. You got the full package for your manifestations. That's the full package right there. You don't even need nothing else, really. So let's go ahead and get into my favorite manifestation tips. So the manifesting tips that I know work the best for me. Scripting, writing down in intense detail what it is that I want. Okay, I do that a lot. typically every Thursday, like today. I try to definitely write down specifically what it is that I want and get very specific in your manifestations. And I mean specific. Like I said, if you manifest in a car, what color you want, how many doors on that motherfucker, how much do you want it to take the gas? What is the mileage that you want on it? If it's a used car, a 2-door or 4-door. You want a sunroof? What you want your seats to look like? What you want your inside to look like? Get very specific. If it's love and you want to manifest love, get very specific. Okay, so scripting, writing down what it is that I want in excessive detail. I keep a manifestation journal. You don't have to have a manifestation journal. I just like to have different journals for different things because I like to write down a lot of different shit. I got a manifestation one, I got a herbal journal, I got a dream journal, I got a whole lot of shit. Okay, it's just me. You can get one journal though and write all your shit in it. It don't have to be separate. It doesn't. It's whatever work for you. One thing I love about spirituality is it's whatever work for you, whatever you comfortable with. So if you watching this and you like, no, I think I want to get a separate one from my other journals, go ahead. There's no right or wrong answer, honestly, unless it's a wrong answer. It's very rare it's a wrong answer. There are a couple of wrong ones, but it's not that often. Okay, so scripting is going to be one that I do. 33 by 3 is definitely one that I do as well. Okay, I don't do 55 by 5, bitch. I'm not about to give myself carpal tunnel. I'm not. I can't write that shit 55 times because my hands will start hurting and it's just not gonna work for me. 33 by 3 is a lot more simpler, it's quicker, and it's a lot less stress and strain on the hands. Okay, because baby, I write real hard, so for me that's not gonna work. Okay, masturbation manifestation is the most powerful and the quickest one. Okay, which for that, again, if you just getting you some one-on-one time, this is for my 18 plus. Okay, you getting you a little one-on-one time, you know what I'm saying, DJing that thing, you know what I'm saying, or pulling the chicken, or whichever one that work for you. Keep in mind in your vision what it is you manifesting. I personally really like to speak affirmations over myself. Okay, so I do this very often with like money, where I'll work myself up real good, right? Build that energy. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I'm trying to not be so discreet because I know my mom will be watching my channel and shit. So I'm trying to watch my mouth. But once you build up the energy, right, don't rush it. I know a lot of people, when they touch themselves, they kind of like gun it to the finish line. Slow down, take your time, build it up, right? Because the thing is, you starting it at that base chakra, at the root, grounding the manifestation, and you want to bring it all the way up to the crown. You want to feel it kind of shoot through you. You know what I mean? Now, typically with orgasms, you kind of just feel it and it take over your body. Once you know what you're doing and you get in the rhythm and you start really speaking your affirmation to yourself, again, for me, it's money. So it would be little shit like, I have financial freedom. Money flows to me with ease. I gain a new client with every post. I gain a new client with every tweet. I gain a new follower. Money is coming to me. Money flows to me because I show up authentically. You know what I mean? Making money is easy because I do the work. I deserve to be rich. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am financially secure. You know what I'm saying? Once you kind of get in the rhythm of those things and you find a rhythm and you build the rhythm, let it build naturally, right? And it'll gradually grow stronger as you speak it and stronger as you focus, right? Bringing you naturally all the way to that orgasm and then you finish, right? When you rush it, you kind of really fuck it up. You know what I mean? When you rush it, it's like you now just trying to get the orgasm off and you're not actually making it a mantra to bring that in. You don't have to just be a woman. You can be a man doing this too. Which you pulling your chicken, goddamn it, in which each one you recite the same thing to yourself. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest. I will be in a mansion. I deserve to be in a mansion. I have generational wealth and longevity. You know what I'm saying? And really cultivate that, right? If you watch porn, you can use porn. If you more of an imagination type, you can. This is also something you can do with a partner. If you have a partner and you're into, that's what makes it sex magic, right? Masturbation manifestation is just one thing because you solo. when you with a partner, it's sex magic now. And it amplifies if you and your partner can be on the same thing. If both of y'all can recite mantras to each other and kind of get in that groove, right? And it makes it stronger. Something I really love. Okay, so that's my favorite one. Honestly, I love scripting, but masturbation manifestation is my favorite. I haven't tried sex magic because I haven't done this with anyone particular. I would like to eventually one day in my life, but I mean, I'll get there when I get there. When God see fit for me, it'll happen. One that I've also seen that really works is the 2 cup manifestation. Now, this is all of these things I've done, and these are just my favorites of what is the most potent. I love 2 cup manifestation as well. It's potent and as fast as like masturbation manifestation? No, but it's like number 2. Scripting would be number 3, right? 2 cup manifestation is hard to kind of explain. I would just tell y'all to look it up on YouTube. You can literally put it in on YouTube the same way you found this, and you will have some people that can explain the 2 cup manifestation to you. It's just real hard to explain. You need 2 cups and then an empty thing, and then you pour it over. It's a lot. Somebody else in the video could explain that to you. But it works really fast, and I feel like the only thing I would tack on to that is when you drink the water at the end, because again, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, when you watch the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you drink the water at the end, like after you do everything and then you drink and ingest the manifested water, right? I like to envision that I'm drinking of whatever I've manifested, right? So again, if it's money, I, envision that I'm drinking of prosperity. You know what I mean? That I'm drinking this water out of a gold, bejeweled diamonds. You know what I'm saying? That I'm ingesting and drinking of money and of wealth and prosperity. You know what I'm saying? Envisioning money in my head, right? I literally try to envision like my bank shit. Like when you do the online banking and like when you log in and tell you the amount you got in your bank, right? I literally try to envision that and like envision the numbers going up as I'm drinking. You know what I mean? Like little stuff like that is something that I just add, but I only added that because that's what feels natural to me, not because that's specifically what you're supposed to do. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but it felt right to me to do it as I was drinking. So it's a little something that I just did for myself. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see what my number 4 will be so I can wrap this up. Because I have a lot of good like things that I love to do for manifesting. I say a manifestation bath. I think that would probably be my number 4. Okay, now let's switch it up and let's say love. Let's say you're trying to attract love. I love to curate me a manifestation bath behind what it is that I'm trying to do, right? So, cleansing bath, you get you some water. I mean, not cleansing bath, but manifestation bath, I guess, a love bath. Get you some water, boil it. We're going to boil it for about 10-15 minutes. While it's boiling, get you some love and romance herbs, love and romance spell oils, and write you a petition. You know what I mean? Burn a candle on the petition. So for me, that would look like roses, Domena, strawberry kisses oil from Art of Root. I really like spell oils. I'm a spell oil girl. Art of Root and Conjuria are my favorite places to get my oils from. Never let me down, especially Conjuria. I actually need to check and see if she's open, because I know she opens sometimes throughout the year and then sometimes she don't. Miss Fred, if you know about Conjuria, then you know what I'm talking about. But Strawberry Kisses is about self-worth, self-value, and it's about bringing a breath of fresh air, new air into your love life, right? So roses, because self-love. Domena, because it's an aphrodisiac and it's good with love and sex and lust. Strawberry Kisses oil, right? Because I'm setting intentions for a new breath of fresh air into my love life, whether it be with someone old or someone new, right? Any other aroma things that you like I personally really also equate lavender. I don't know why, I just feel like it's a real floral, feminine, girly. So I'll probably add some lavender. some protection oil to protect the love that I'm trying to attract, right? And a bunch of other shit. Pink and red candles are really good. Write you a petition for the love that you want to find. Burn a pink or a red candle, or both. The girls that get it, on it, right? And really allow yourself to sit and soak in that bath, right? If you want to go a step further, wash your stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? Wash your sheets with it and get your floors, right? And that'll also kind of help you amplify the energy. Like I know when I do a manifestation money bath, I like to save a little bit so I can wash my floors with it. Because when I'm manifesting money, I want money all around me. I want money in my environment. So I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, wash my floors with it. I wash myself. I might even wash my sheets. So that way when I go to bed, it's giving, I'm sleeping and I'm manifesting money in my sleep. Okay? But those are just little things that I like to do, especially the bath. This just what works for me. Okay, it doesn't have to work for you per se, but again, the thing I love about spirituality is you can make it unique to your own. So maybe you don't want to wash your floors, but maybe you want to wash your car, because maybe you be Ubering and shit and you like, ooh, I could do that, and I can, like, wash my windows, or kind of put it in the car wash bath that I use, especially if you are old school car wash. Most people don't do that no more though. But the old school shit when you got the bucket outside, you know what I'm saying? You could do a little something like that, wash your car down. You know what I'm saying? So now you manifesting while you drive. You out here Ubering and lifting and Uber Eats and DoorDash, and you making money because you washed your car down with it. Just saying. Thank y'all again so much for viewing my channel. I definitely hope that this helped somebody. Give me some thumbs up if you really like this. Give me some comments if it helped. I kind of want to start doing this more, and I want to start teaching more and start pushing more into putting my wisdom out here to the people. So I definitely hope this gave you something, very much something. It is Thursday. Definitely hope that you have some good, happy manifesting today. I actually have to go do the same since I'm pretty much done one day for real. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.